gotta take 1 second. One moment, guys. Or something. I don't know where I put my things. Sheesh, one moment. No failure. Where did I put my stuff? Hi there, guys. I'm looking for stuff. Come on now. Why do I lose these things? That doesn't make no sense. Oh, here's one of them. Okay, cool. One sec. Don't be sad, 'cause you're just a baby. You sure will behave, Chando. You're such a good boy. Fix that. Oh, I just had to adjust something. Okay. Wait. How are we doing? Hello. I don't know if I'm a saint per se, but I don't know, like, exactly what constitutes the qualifications for becoming a saint. You know what I mean? But I doubt that I am. I doubt that I qualify. I'm gonna put my socks on. My feet are cold. I've got cold feet. What's this? No, I can never find matching socks. Anyone else have that issue? That's got to be some universal issue. I can't be the only one who can never find matching socks. Here's some that aren't matching per se, but I don't care if they're matching as long as they're the same texture and size, length. Well, hello. I need to drink my coffee, guys. Oh my gosh. You know what? I hate Facebook so much. I hate Facebook with a passion. And you know, I mean, just about everyone on Facebook hates my guts now. Because I lean more right. And they just start like, as soon as I made that pretty clear, they're just, oh my, they make things up about me all the fucking time just to suit their own narrative. It's ridiculous. Like I literally just posted one Bible passage, not related to politics per se or anything, although you could kind of connect the two things. But it was, what was it? Let he who is without sin cast the first stone. That's it. That's the only, that's it. And so, gosh, I want to show you guys because it's just ridiculous. I don't want to like expose anyone like that. You know, I don't want anyone to get hurt or anything like that. But they just started saying like, what, telling me that my post is hateful and that like, and that if suddenly it was a political conservative post that's anti-gay and like what? Since when? And so I try to educate them. I try to inform them. They obviously haven't even read the whole passage. It's about compassion. It's because a woman was condemned to be beaten by stoned to death, and so Jesus said, he who was without sin cast the first stone, and so no one threw the stones at her. He saved her life. You know, it could have applied to anything. It could apply to Trump, absolutely, but it could also apply to me in my life. Like, how dare they? Should I expose these people? No, I won't expose them. But I want to show you what they said. I want to show you what they say because it was just mind blowing. Mind blowing. 1 second. I need coffee. I haven't had a cup yet. Okay. All right. All right. Yep. Let me show you. Let me show you. This is just ridiculous. Low IQ. I don't even know. Just fuck. Mainly for my own responses. I want to know what you guys think of this. This is just so ridiculous. You know, and granted, I've been very like critical of. I've been like I've basically I've come out to let everyone know that I think and I know that I had Trump fringum syndrome, and I admitted that I was wrong about a bunch of things. And then my cousin disowned me and told me I was a danger to my family and all this other stuff. Screw her. Anyway, no, I'm not. I think lies are a danger to a lot of people. Telling lies about people is dangerous. That's what's causing all the mayhem and poor Charlie Kirk and all that. You know, there's there's no violence on my end. And also, I made it very clear that I don't agree with everything Trump has said, and also that I don't lean hard, far, extremist right like they're accusing me of. Right? It's anything that makes me look bad to suit their narrative or whatever. They're obviously radical leftists for sure. Let me just see if I can find that. Oh my gosh, it was just crazy. Continue. Oh no, I don't want to go on Instagram. I didn't say that. Yep. It's gotta be that one. Come on, man. Did I forget my password? Probably. I swear I can never remember I thought I was already logged into my Facebook on here. But no cigar. Okay. Forgot password. Fine. I'll give you my number. How's everyone doing anyway? I'll turn up that light a little bit so I can see ya. Thank you, James. Yeah, I know, right? But these people are people I used to know. That's the thing. One of them is what I really liked this person too. One of them. The other one the other ones that are really is like a real narcissist. Like all they ever post is like, look how attractive I am, guys. Like, it's all like I'm pretty and you're not, basically. He's like he just seems like that type of person who hates ugly people. You know what I mean? Everything he posts is super superficial, and but the other guy who criticized me was just like, what brain rot have you been getting into yourself into? Like, what the heck? Doesn't make any sense. I'm a little puzzled. I'm not upset, like, because I know the truth. I'm not saying I'm always right, but in this case I certainly am. In this case I certainly am. Oh, come on. I no longer have access to that. I did the dumbest thing when I signed up for my Facebook account, and it's because I had less spam on this on this email. But I used my college email address, which I don't use anymore, which I can't, I didn't, I guess back then I didn't realize that they would cut me off from that email platform, which is, duh, they would. But I wasn't thinking, I guess. Mother ducker. What? I thought I was already logged in here. No, I might have it over here. I've been writing down all my passwords and stuff into this one book. Oh, here it is. So I wouldn't lose them. Something I should have done a long time ago. Somewhere where I know I'm gonna find it, because I got so many little tiny journals and stuff, like, and then makes it hard to find anything. I was gonna use this for sketchbooking. I'm scrapbooking too. But do I have my Facebook password in here? Wow, no. Got my Instagram one, TikTok, Twitch, Patreon, Discord. Oh gosh, okay, no. Apple, my Apple one. Dear Lord. There's this one part of like the AdSense thing where they have you, they say, action still required with the linking your website to the to your AdSense account. And I've done, I mean, I've looked it up and I've gone through all the steps only for it to go back and say you got to post the host website to blah 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 blah. So I looked this up. It doesn't make sense because it says, oh, you have to do it from YouTube Studio, and I did. I went through all the steps, and they made it super hard to find that. It's like they intentionally make it difficult or something, and that didn't work. It kept telling me the same thing. So I looked up Reddit, and they said you don't even have to. Just don't even bother with it. If they say that you're already linked, and you're up for, you're now monetized, and it's, then you don't even have to bother with that part. I've already done the whole like verifying my bank address and all that kind of stuff, So I shouldn't even have to worry about it. According to Reddit, almost. Oh, thank God for Reddit. I need to have some breakfast. Okay. What on earth is my... Maybe it's this. I forgot my password here. They don't make it easy. No. Maybe it is this one, though. They don't let me know, though, like, if it's Gmail or... No longer access to those. Try another... Motherfucker. Yeah, that is me. Continue. Let's try it this way. It might be that. Alice. Email. Let's try. Hello, everyone. Well, thank you. I didn't think I looked good in red before. I thought, but actually, this shade of red, it really depends on the tone. Like, cool reds look fine on me. Cool reds look good. it would be Hotmail. Another Ducker. Now that's weird. Anyway, fuck them. Screw it. I'll try it some other time. Figure that out. I don't know why it's not automatically on my Facebook here, because I don't like, I guess because I don't usually like to use it unless, you know, I'm talking with, you know, trying to send messages to family and friends and people who care. But wow, man, most of the people on Facebook hate my guts because, you know, I mean, they're mostly people around Portland I used to know who are all liberals and who all think that I'm a bigot now, which is, you know, ridiculous. Assuming that I'm like anti-gay, that's stupid because I've never, no. Also, I informed them that Trump has always been like pro-gay marriage, you know, he supported Elton John's marriage back in 2005, you know? He had a gay marriage at Mar-a-Lago before it was considered like, you know, mainstream or whatever, you know. It's people just like to make up lies about this man, and I that's the thing. I can't stand it when people lie about other people. It's one thing to lie because you're afraid, because you're like a little kid inside, because you don't want to get in trouble. But it's another thing to lie about someone or let someone else take the fall for something, you know. But lying about someone and ruining their reputation and potentially making it so that they're at risk for assassination or something is just really, really heinous in my opinion. And I wish people could just admit they're wrong for once. I mean, I was able to do that. I had a really bad derangement syndrome for sure. Hey, thank you very much, a decent monkey. Much appreciated. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. Surrender is impossible for some, but like at the expense of someone else, you know? At the expense of someone else's. It's called slander. It's called slander. And that in my opinion, is like a mortal sin. That's the type of sin I think can get you out. And I don't think, you know, that it's, I've heard someone say that like all lying's like a mortal sin. That I don't believe that. Because little kids lie about things, you know? But lying about someone and destroying their life in the process is evil, in my opinion. Anything that's evil. Oh boy, I need to make some dinner. Breakfast or something, man. We gotta have nothing in the fridge right now. I need to put on something because I'm cold. Chilly. Don't know. Ah! What did I drop? Like my sweater. I love this sweater, by the way. I got it for free in the little free bin at well, my drug counselor's office, actually. Lucky find. I love it. Not only that, but you know what it says here? It says the Grand Canyon. Grand Canyon right there. So like what? Is this like, was this merch at the gift shop or something? You know, from the Grand Canyon? That's pretty cool. Stuff like that can be expensive too. We're just gonna make something to eat because I need to do that. Where did I just put? I thought I had. Oh, here. Dirty ball. Take that vape out of my fucking mouth. Okay. Okay, someone's watching TV. I'm worried there's going to be a copyright issue. So, 1 second. I'm going to mute you for a moment. I don't think you can hear what they're watching in there, so hopefully we don't get copyrighted. How are people able to deduce that I'm like a bigot from a biblical passage that's all about compassion and not judging people? Literally. Like, seriously, I mean, I'm more amused and confused than anything. Stupid. Stupid. People got low, just freaking brain rot. TikTok brain rot. Haven't shown Jenners. I think Shimmer's just watching the game. I don't think we get copyrighted with that sort of stuff. I think it mostly applies to movies and music, right? I mean, I should have read a little more thoroughly, all the, restrictions and, their rules and stuff. I don't think they're gonna go crazy over some, sports, being in the background or anything like that. I don't think we're gonna have a copyright issue. I think it's mostly music and movies, right? Yeah. I don't think there'll be an issue. Let's see Welcome to the channel, guys. Well, I'm gonna cook the only thing I can find, which is kind of wet. I should go grocery shopping though, because I wanna make something else, I wanna have something else for once. Can make some of that enchilada casserole sometime. That'd be good. I need to get some corn tortillas and some peppers and yeah, and I'd like to make some green enchilada sauce and put chicken in it this time. We do have some meat in the fridge that I need to use, but I don't have anything else to have it with, like I can't find any other veggies. I don't think. We do have carrots, but yeah, I need to do some grocery shopping. That would behoove me. But this is a lot more nutritious than you'd think. It's got It's got 50% iron. It's got 40% vitamin D, 50% calcium. It's got 10% potassium, 30% thiamine, 60% riboflavin, and I have no idea what that is. 39% niacin. It's got 25% vitamin B6. It's got 25% folate. It's got 1 gram of fiber. It's got, how much protein does this have? Well, with the milk, it's got 14 grams, and I use whole milk. They say fat-free milk here, but I use whole milk. So it's not that bad. Cats. I'm definitely a dog person. Maybe if I didn't have to worry about my art getting destroyed, I would be a cat person too. But I'm way more of a dog person. Also, I like to wrestle with my Shando, and you can't wrestle with a cat. Cats. Not that I don't like cats. If I could have a cat, I'd want a Maine Coon cat. Because cat girls are big. Me, buddy. Cats. What kind of cats do you guys like? I like the way Maine Coon cats look because they're huge. They look like some eldritch horror type cat. You know, I think the ones with the squished in faces can be cute, but it's not good for them. I feel bad when I see how much they struggle to breathe. You know, I like those Russian short hair cats and the British short hair cats with kind of a squished in face, but not like a Persian cat where it looks like they bashed their face into a brick wall. We don't want that. You know, that's not good. Yeah, Shando, you're lucky you're not one of those dogs with a pushed in face, man. You're one of the lucky ones. You're a real dog, Shando. Shando's a real dog. I'm gonna piss someone off. No, all dogs are real dogs, even Chihuahuas. Let me see if we're, oh, thank you very much, Danny. Much appreciated. And if I've missed any of you guys, thank you and welcome to the channel. Thank you, thank you, thank you. How old am I? I'm gonna be 35 in less than a week. Nudge, nudge, hint, hint, wink, wink. Kidding. No, I'm not kidding. Wow. I don't, you know, some women freak out over being turning 35. I think that's one of the most attractive ages you can be, whether you're a guy or a girl. Like, you know, being 30 is awesome. I'd rather be 35 than 25 any day. You're more self-aware, you know your limitations. There's a sense of, you feel more at peace in a way. There's less anxiety. I mean, 25 is practically a teenager still mentally, you know? At least I was a late bloomer, so I can't speak for everyone, but like, you know. Some 25-year-olds are more mature than I am right now. Probably. I don't know. But just because you're a little immature from time to time doesn't mean you're like incapable or, you know, then you know. Mm-mm. Just look at the majority of men. Kidding, I'm kidding, not. There's nothing wrong with being a little immature. As long as you're not like super, super annoying and foolish. You know, as long as you're not foolish. You can be a little silly sometimes. Don't take yourself too seriously. It's not good. I think the older you get, the less you take yourself seriously, and I like that. I'm all for that. And some people take themselves seriously forever, you know what I mean? Like some people just kind of stay juvenile their whole lives. It's sad when that happens, isn't it? When people just don't, they can't settle down their egos or their insecurities and they still have that pettiness about them, you know? Like Karens and Derek's. I don't know. What Kevin? I don't know. I don't want to insult people's names just in case your name is Karen or Derek or whatever, but you know what I mean. I don't think millennials name their kids Karen very often anymore. Or anyone, you know. I don't think there are many people, like, especially Gen Z and the more recent generations. I don't think anyone really names their kids Karen anymore because of that whole stereotype. What do you think? It's kind of sad though, because like some people, you know, it's not a bad name, really. It's really not a bad name. It's really sad. I feel sorry for someone who's really a really good person. Their name is Karen, and they get like have to deal with that. People making fun of them because their name's Karen. I'm glad they didn't do that with my name. I'll tell you what. But yeah, I mean, Anne's a pretty common name. That's like Anna. You find that name all around the world. Everywhere you find Anna everywhere. It's not that special. Huh? I do not look like Alice Cooper. Come on. Get real, son. I get y'all saying I look like Linda Hamilton or Juliette Lewis or whoever, but like, I do not look like Alice Cooper. Stop that. Well, thank you, Danny. What's up with the 6'7" crap? Would I do a good Stewie voice, Lois? Mommy! 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 What? What? Again. I haven't seen Family Guy in a long time. Yeah. 1991, best year. Nice. You're turning 35 too? Cool. Yeah, it's a good year to be born. Yeah, I'm glad I was a 90s kid because, you know, there were just more kids playing outside and stuff around, even in the early 2000s. Like, I went rollerblading and climbing trees and playing outside and going to my friend's house to play video games. And, you know, we went to the pool, we went to the aquatic center to go swimming. And, like, now everyone just stays inside, man. It's really unhealthy. It's really unhealthy, especially when you're a kid. You should be playing outside more, I think. There's nothing made me more excited than going to the beach and going camping. I'll tell you what. Like, nothing. That was like, no one could comprehend the joy I felt. In fact, when someone said, we're gonna go camping this, like, for a few days, like, out in the woods this summer, and it was like months prior I was being told that, if I was told we're going on vacation, I would be packing up my things months beforehand because I was so excited when I was little. That was the best. It's not like people don't do that anymore, but like, I don't really see kids very often like I used to. They're like playing outside and doing things. And it's really sad, isn't it? Anyone else notice that, or is that just like a Oregon problem here? Nah, I think it's pretty common these days. Just making some porridge, guys. Hey, buddy. You hungry, Shando? Let me get my boys some food. Let me get my boys some food. Did you see him kiss me? He's a sweetie. Ophelia. You know, I'm not usually a fan of Taylor Swift's music, but I like that song quite a bit. In fact, I like a lot of her more recent music. It's too bad she's wokeified. But, you know, I can set that aside if her music's really good. Kind of, you know, yeah. Yeah, you know, I'm gonna check our connection. One sec. Wait, is our connection okay? It looks like it might be doing okay. Never mind. Ooh, some pecans. Yeah, guys, I'm having such a hard time sleeping, man. Like, I almost felt sick this morning because I have only slept for like 5 hours over the course of 3 days. Seriously. I'm really trying to give you a rough but accurate estimate of, but I'm just so freaking exhausted, man. So I'm gonna try to figure out a way to schedule these live streams without overexerting myself, but also, and I have to find a way to get some better sleep. That melatonin doesn't do jack squat. It doesn't help me. Doesn't do anything. I mean, once in a while it does, but it doesn't make me fall asleep because my mind didn't shut up. My mind just does not shut the hell up. More guns. It's like even when I'm super, super exhausted, I cannot fall asleep if my mind won't shut the hell up. And it's really disconcerting because I wanted to start my live streams earlier, like even like maybe, yeah, 10 a.m. sounds perfect, but I get a lot of engagement when I start at that time too, but I just can't sleep. And I felt a little brain dead this morning. Eat it. We're pretty good now, I think. I don't know, we'll see. If I'm way too, if I'm so tired that there's a risk that I'm gonna ruin the Prince painting later, we're not gonna work on it until I've gotten some adequate rest. But for now, we'll just hang out, we'll read some Bible verses, we'll talk about recovery from addiction and changing our habits. I don't know. I shouldn't drink more coffee though. Maybe we'll even play some Pictionary. What do you think of that? You guys can guess what I'm drawing? Love that idea. Wait, that's my idea. Oh, so fun. Hot water, good. Stir. Wish, 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 wish. Oh boy. I'm son. Yeah. I need to make a grocery list too. I'll get some eggs and some, what else? I'm gonna try to find some bread that isn't made with like vegetable oils and stuff. Because it's really unfortunate. I was gonna have some toast earlier and I found that it had, I found out after the James Van Der Beek, after what happened to him. He's only like 47 or 48 when he passed away. And what a night, he just seemed like such a good guy, man. Dawson's Creek, He just seemed like a real genuine guy. He auctioned off all his memorabilia and had to create a GoFundMe to support his family. And again, like, you'd think that actors have all this money. Their careers are often sporadic. You can't just say, like, you can't judge people like that. He his cancer treatment took everything. But anyway, like, they found out that like canola oil is linked to colorectal cancer, and that younger people are starting to get it a lot more. Like, it's becoming very apparent that something's going on there, like with our diets or something, processed things. They think that vegetable oils are linked to it. Just another reason for me to want to stay away from that crap. Not only that, but that's like one of the most painful cancers you can ever get. Colon cancer. Poor guy. I mean, it's strange that he seemed like he was so much at peace before he passed away. He didn't look like he was in too much pain, but I mean, we all deal with pain differently. Yeah, I had a good friend who passed away from pancreatic cancer. Yeah, if I had to guess, like, I mean, a lot of it is hereditary too, but you just never know. If I could guess what cancer, I'd probably develop breast cancer, probably, because my grandma had it at one point. That's, you know, if I could guess what cancer I would contract, if I were to, it would be that. Hopefully not, though. Oh, yeah. Champara. Yeetered on. Oops. Does anyone here like to read Shakespeare? What's your favorite Shakespeare play, guys? I like King Lear myself. And I like The Merchant of Venice. That was my favorite when I was younger. The Merchant of Venice. That vindictive and petty Sherlock. There needs to be more love, compassion, and acceptance. Less people trying to find an axe to grind and pound of flesh, you know. You know, it's like we don't understand everything. Let he who is without sin cast the first stone. I can't believe someone took that and, you know what I mean? I said that and someone took it to assume that it means that I'm like homophobic or something. Stupid. How the heck does that even make sense? It's about compassion and mercy. It's about redemption. It's about look at yourself in the mirror before you judge others. And yes, it can apply to Trump and how people treat Trump. Absolutely. But it could apply to anyone too. It could apply to us drug addicts. Right? Because we have people judging us all the freaking time. Even when we've been clean for a long time. People treat us like we're like tainted for life, yo. Seriously. I mean, that one guy in that, you know, who commented on my video was saying, oh yeah, I'm not gonna subscribe because you're like, because you did drugs before, even though you're clean now and you've been clean for almost 3 years and you're here trying to make a difference and help other people recover. And it's like, yeah, you just, you know, damned if you do, damned if you don't with some people, yo. Uh-oh, sorry. I hope I'm... Okay, thank goodness. Thank you, Boomer Sooner. Sorry, I dropped my phone on the counter there. My phone is like It's super cracked up. It's probably, you know, the thing is, I have to take off the phone case in order to put it onto this tripod. It's only gonna take one more drop and this phone is gone. So I don't know what to do, guys. I'm on someone else's plan, so I'm kind of, I don't know what to do. Oh, wait. Let's see what happens. I'll be extra careful. It already sucks that my screen is super dark. I can hardly see. That's okay, though. I'm lucky to have what I have right now. A little hemp seed. Is it the 20th right now? The scissors. Hi, buddy. Put some prunes in there. Oops. I'm not a huge fan of prunes, but they got more potassium than bananas. And they give it nice texture too, kind of. Add more cranberries though. The craisins are good. It's about 50% less sugar. I think we addicts do need someone to talk to, or, you know, like a meet group of some sort of counselor, because, like, it's cathartic. You don't want to keep that stuff bottled up, man. You just don't. It's not right. We've dealt with loneliness for too long, you know. Absolutely. Everyone needs someone to talk to. Everyone needs to be heard. I think everyone is worthy of redemption. Only God can judge me. Only God can judge me, meaning either God or no one. Oh my. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh, I made some porridge with all this other good stuff in it. Did you eat your suppers? One sec. Look at this cutie pie. Look at this cutie pie. Hi there. Hi there, Paws. Hi there, Paws. Hi there, Paws. I know you're cute. Oh my goodness, what are you doing? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, what are you doing? He's being cute. He's being cute, guys. He's being adorable. Yeah. Alright. Alright. I wish I could lip sync, man, I wish I could play music so bad. There's gotta be, I mean, I've seen people play music on YouTube or post music on YouTube that's not theirs. There's gotta be some way that I'm not, I need to figure that out because I would love to do that. That sounds like so much fun. Aw, look at Shando. He's all contented with his favorite toy. Oh boy. A moment. Careful. Oh, yeah. So, this is a good breakfast, actually. It's got hemp seed pudding. And that's like one of the best things on this because it gives it such a nice layer of texture. And I got hemp seeds. It's got frozen blueberries. It's got 50% less sugar dried cranberries. It's got a prune. It's got, oh yeah, it's cooked in whole milk. So, I mean, it's very nutritious. It's very, very good. And, do I like Alice in Chains? Yeah, I do. I love classic rock. And I like country rock. I like ragtime music. I like classical. I like jazz. I like blues. I like hip hop. And I like just all kinds of music, man. I love the Dire Straits. Money for nothing and chicks for free. I want my MTV. That ain't with it. That's the way you do it. You play the guitar on the MTV. I wish I could play that song right now. It's a good song. It's just porridge with hemp seeds, chia seed pudding, frozen blueberries. It's got dried cranberries and a prune, and it's got a little nutmeg. It's cooked with whole milk, so it's nice and nutritious and thick. And it's got, what else? It's got stuff. It's got a lot of good stuff. Pecans. We are very low on groceries. Otherwise, I'd probably have eggs instead this time. But we're out of eggs right now. Actually, though. Oh, I know what would look good. Where did I just put my little sharpener? Oh, how's our connection? Looks like we're doing good. Oh no. Money for nothing and chicks for free. You got the movies, refrigerator. You got the movies, color TV. Hi there. Bruh. Hi, Octo. I'm doing good. How are you doing? You weirdo. Bill Shull. Ugh. How do you keep your mind off obsessing in the beginning of being sober? I sought people who would support me in that endeavor, in my endeavor to get clean and stay clean. Getting a drug counselor or someone to counsel you, I mean, it helped me. Don't try to do it alone in the early stages. And also meditation helped me. Being outside, being out in nature, being away from that shit. You change your environment too. I mean, I'm serious. That's what helped me, at least. I'm not trying to speak for everyone. That's what helped me. That's what helps a lot of people. Now I'm starting to feel weird about eating this in front of these creeps. Can't even imagine what people would say if I were eating a hot dog. Weirdo. You know what? It's strange. I was kind of craving a cigarette the other day. But then I remembered that they're expensive. And they make my chest hurt. And they suck. I want to be free, man, of that anxiety that I feel when I run out of something like that. You know? I want to be free of it. Dunzo. goodness, Shando. He sure does like to sleep in my spot. Look at him. Look at that baby. Turn on the light a little here. There's. He's a little snickerdoodles. You know, Snickerdoodle's such a good name for a dog, actually. When I get a second dog one of these days, I'll and you know whether you know before or after, you know, with Shando or when unfortunately the day will come when my baby's gone. I don't want to think about that, guys. That's a very hard thought for me to think about. And he's a big dog. That's the thing. I like big dogs the most, but they don't live as long. It's very, you know, makes me really sad to think about losing Shando. I don't know what I'll do. It depends. It's hard to predict where I'll be in the next. I mean, he's already 3 years old. I got him when he was only 2 months. He was quite small too, you know, when I got him. Big puppy though. He was like 7 to 8 pounds or so when I got him. Just adorable. I'll share some of that stuff with my Discord too. In fact, I don't think I've pinned my information. My information for like commissions and stuff and stuff or anything for that matter. Donation, just support. I appreciate all the support, guys. Let's see, I'm just looking for a place to put this bowl. I don't want to have to go back out there right now. Put it right there. My back still kind of hurts. Okay. Oh, my hair supplements. Don't want to have these on an empty stomach because you get sick. You get like throw up. So it's kind of almost like reminds me of like vitamin B supplement or something because that does the same thing to me if I don't have like something beforehand. That's ooh, it's got Icelandic kelp in there. That sounds healthy. Sounds trendy as hell. La la la. Gotta make that hair grow out. Oh, what is in here? Yep, it's got vitamin B7, has biotin, vitamin D3. It's got selenium, zinc, hydrolyzed. Wow, it's got your whole day. It has 136% of your daily zinc intake. It's got hydrolyzed marine collagen. Cool. Horsetail. Equestrian arvens. I can't even read that. I need my mind to. Oh, yes. It's good to have a little magnifying glass. It's got hydrolyzed marine collagen, horsetail, equestrian arvens. It's got salt palmetto. It's got keratin, solubilized, L-cysteine, L-lysine, L-methionine, shatavari root extract, reishi mushroom extract, hyaluronic acid, It's got sensorial, ashwagandha, leaves and roots from Withania somnifera, whatever. I'm not gonna remember that. Uh, Turmeric powder, knotweed, Japanese root, R-alpha lipoic acid, black pepper, 95% pepperine, and it has Icelandic kelp, Icelandic, laminaria. Yeah, this is supposed to be good for your hair. And granted, it was kind of expensive, that stuff. Oh, yeah. Oh, I've got muscle. Oh, I got some muscle. You want to see some muscle? Then I come out with the heavy Russian, male Russian voice. My name is Vladimir. My name is Vladimir. I'm an e-girl. I'm an e-girl. I can't do it, man. I can't roll my R's to save my life. I'm an e-girl. I just did. Do you guys like Vladimir, the guy who he like dresses as a chick to troll people online, to troll creeps online? It's awesome. Oh yeah, I forgot I was gonna put some one sec. I love this color. It's like a khaki green and gold. It's really pretty. Pretty color. And we're gonna actually put on some face lotion. Actually, it puts this lotion on the skin. Or gets the hose again. Looks like I'm starting to get a little acne right there, maybe. And this lighting here, it looked like I was having like a little nosebleed for a moment. You know, I used to get nosebleeds all the time when I was a kid. And there's this one time when I was around 9 years old, and it just would not stop bleeding, man. It was like filling up the sink. It freaked me out. I mean, my nose was bleeding so much that I felt dizzy and lightheaded. It was not good. I don't think we ever went to the doctor, but I did, you know, I was like kind of leaning out like that, kind of leaning my head back and up so that, you know, I wouldn't lose too much blood. Oh gosh, that only happened once though, when it got that bad. But yeah, I used to get them all. Wonder why kids get nosebleeds more often than adults. Anyone know the answer to that? I really don't know why kids get more nosebleeds typically. My mom said her brother used to always get nosebleeds too when he was a kid. Thin blood and high body temperature. Huh. Gaining what? Constantly. A little bit of vitamin C serum. Look at You're vaping. It's not orange slush, actually. It's mango, Mexico mango. That's my favorite flavor. But orange slush sounds really good too. Actually, you know what? I think so. I'm not typically an artificial orange flavor fan. I never have been. I never really was a fan of that flavor, but I do love orange creamsicle. If you add some cream to that shit, oh, I love it. I love orange cream, like creamsicle. But I do not like orange, just orange flavor. And like the artificial orange. I like oranges, like, you know, just fruit, but I love oranges, but like I do not like that without the cream. Bro, you can vape and be in recovery. Chill. I know, right? It's so dumb when people like nitpick that sort of thing. Well, what an idiot. I was a heroin addict for 6 years and you're telling me I can't vape? I was also a pack-a-day smoker, bro. I've actually made wonderful, great strides, and it's called damage control. You know, my lungs were starting to hurt when I was smoking all those cigarettes. And now they don't hurt anymore, which, you know, kind of says that maybe these are a little bit better than those. Of course, we don't have as much information, like our research isn't as in depth with these vapes as it is with the cigarettes, but it might cause different, I mean, I don't think it's good to inhale anything like that into your lungs, anything that isn't oxygen and fresh air. But yeah, I mean, would you think any different if I were smoking cigarettes or something? Or because, you know, a lot of people smoke cigarettes and it's seen as just like, I mean, these days it's judged a lot more, but it used to be that people smoked all the time. I mean, they told me like back in the 70s and beforehand, even the 80s maybe, like surgeons would be smoking their cigarettes while they were operating on you. Imagine. Different times, man. Different times. People just really, they change. People change. You know, the society changes. We just try to better ourselves and our habits. You know, I work on that every day. That's more than I can say for some people. Some people don't work on themselves. They blame the whole world for their issues, and they never improve. They stay stagnant. It's just like some people just can't admit they're wrong, you know, like with the Trump derangement syndrome. People cannot admit they're wrong about Trump. They go on repeating the same debunked lies again and again till they believe it. I'm not saying everything he does is right. I'm not saying that I agree with everything he says and does. I'm not saying I'm far right, like people just immediately assume. You know, there are some things that, you know, left-wing people say that I agree with, for sure. But my goodness, has that party ever gone south? I mean, both sides are guilty of you know, wrongdoing in different ways. But lately, I mean, it's the hard leftists who are promoting the most violence and harm. Just look at what happened to Charlie Kirk, and it's all because of calling people Hitler and all this other stuff that just isn't true. And deep down, they know it. If they have any brains, at least. Unless our minds are just governed by the sheep herd, you know, that they follow, you know. At least I'm not never subscribed to that. But at one point, I sure was afraid of being ostracized. I was afraid of losing my friends and being judged like that. I really was, like a lot of us are. But it's not right. We need to take a stand, have our voices heard, because it's, you know, it's not right. A lot of this stuff was predicted by God in the Bible, actually, that all this stuff would happen, you know, and a lot of people would convert to Christianity, and we'd be persecuted for our integrity. That's already been prophesized, and it's unfolding right now. And look up the Children of Medjugorje if you ever get a chance. That's some trippy stuff. Those kids are still alive. That happened in the 80s. And they, you know, they were told of a bunch of signs that would occur right before the end of the world. And those signs are happening now. And one notable one was that a lot of Jews are going to convert to Christianity. You know, it's interesting. And yeah, I don't. Again, like I love Jewish people. I have nothing against Jewish people. And in case someone decides to misinterpret that, you know, people love to put their own spin on things, don't they? It's disgusting. You have no right. You have no credibility over me. You don't know me. You can't twist my words without me putting you in your place. Because I know my, you know, I know how to answer that the right way. Just like I did those people on Facebook who, you know, somehow managed to take that really short Bible verse, let he who is without sin cast the first stone, and turn it around to make it seem like I'm a homophobic bigot. Yeah. They think that even questioning, like transitioning minors, is like hate for some reason. I think it actually, you know, they're kind of hurting the trans community more than not, I think, with all this, you know, what they're doing with women's sports. 900 or more trophies not falling into women's hands, you know. One with that boxer having to get out of the ring immediately because she was afraid for her life, and yet people mocked her, you know. You know, I've criticized that stuff. I've criticized, like, people, oh, you know, as soon as they, you know, like in men's prisons, they want to transition to female so they can go to female prisons, and people are okay with that. Kamala Harris was okay with that. Do you ever hear it the other way around, where someone from a female prison wants to transition to a guy and go to a men's prison? No, you don't. You do not. And people don't just decide that they're trans as soon as they get into prison. That just signifies an ulterior motive. There is nothing, you know, how can people fall for that? How can people be so dumb and gullible? I'm sorry. Some people left. I don't care. Go ahead. Leave. I don't care. We need more integrity. We need more people being honest about things. Honesty does not equate to hatred at all. And yeah, I agree with that phrase as much as some people hate it. The facts don't care about your feelings. They don't. The facts don't care about feelings. It's amazing how people interpret things, you know? It's crazy. Not only that, but it's like as soon as I put them in their place with, like, I tell them, like, facts. I tell them what that Bible passage meant and all that, and like what I meant by it, but without overly explaining myself. I just sort of put them in their place. They don't respond to it. Like as soon as I put them in their place, it's like radio silence, crickets, you know? How can you take that Bible passage and twist it around to mean something else? It was all about compassion for this woman who was going to be slaughtered by a bunch of men, you know, who thought she was a sinner and deserved to, you know, be stoned. Let he who is without sin cast the first stone. That's one of my favorites now. Use it even more. Because there are too many judgmental, self-righteous a-holes who think they know the whole score, and they don't. It just causes, you know, more harm than good. Delulu. Just spreading the Delulu like a virus. Tangent over. Where is that thing? Dang, dang, dang. Ephesians chapter 5, verse 1 to 12. Therefore, be imitators of God as beloved children and walk in love, as Christ loved us and gave himself up for us, a fragrant offering and sacrifice to God. Amen. The Delulu is like a virus. The Delulu virus. Call it that. AKA Trump derangement syndrome. And people who seem to think that everyone from the South is stupid, or, you know, like the way people talked about people from Texas when I was in college was just mind-blowingly ignorant and just very offensive. Like they would never talk about any other like culture of people, or you know what I mean, like that. They you know, the way they talked about people from the South is like they're all inbred, they're all bigots, they're all, it's disgusting. Makes me want to go live in the South so I can hunt wild hogs and go catfishing. You know, it's like that actually sounds fun. But yeah, it's dumb. Just fucking dumb. How do you become so comfortable with lying about people, you know? I don't get that. I don't. We all deserve to go there, but not because you hit a fly, because we are all sinners and always will be. Yes, absolutely. We're all sinners. Anyone can become an addict too. So when people judge us for like the fact, just the very fact of the matter that we were addicts, doesn't matter if like maybe, you know, I mean, I never stole for H. You know, I worked at the cafe practically full time, you know, 5 days a week. And, you know, and it was one of those places where I was able to get away with it pretty easily. I just go down, you know, to this, you know, single person bathroom or restroom, or I'd, you know, even in the very back room, I'd do it, you know, and no one would notice, you know, and I was working solo, and it was in the very heart of where all that crap was taking place. Yeah, but you know, so I don't judge people who, like, when they're in that situation and they steal because they're desperate and they're afraid of getting, you know, suffering withdrawal. That is one of the most scary and painful things a person will deal with when they're a drug addict, is going through that withdrawal. It is a bone deep pain and causes leg thrashing and shitting from both ends and night sweats that penetrate through 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 layers of sheets down into the bedboard so that it stinks like rancid rot. You know, you feel less than human when you're in that situation. I was in a cold, dank trailer when that was happening, man. And I didn't have Suboxone at the worst of it, man. I started doing the Suboxone, like, I don't know when, but it was after the most painful part was over. And it was to prevent me from having, you know, cravings for it, you know? And it works. I'm actually weaning down from that stuff pretty nicely now. Used to be on 3 strips per day. Now I'm on 2 or less. I'm not going to be on that stuff for 10 years. I'm not even going to be on that stuff for a whole year, hopefully. Hopefully I'll be off of that stuff before the end of this year. I think I will be. At this rate. It's a pretty color. Not a pretty green color. It got a little messy there. Glittery. That one looks good, but this one's a little messy, I think. Let's see. That green would look good. The greenish khaki would look good with this red color. Oop, getting behind you. What's up? Hi, Zorp. Thanks, guys. But seek ye first his kingdom and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you. Matthew chapter 6, verse 33. Absolutely. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, you know, mankind has no right to say who's gonna go to heaven or not, right? That's God's judgment, not ours. We don't call the shots in that regard. God does. And if the Bible has made anything clear, it is that if we accept Jesus into our hearts and believe in him, then we're saved. You know? That's why it's like ridiculous when people say that, okay, so if you inflict you unalive yourself, I know I hate that term, but YouTube's weird about that sort of thing. That's probably one of those more censored words on here. Could be triggering for some people. But humans have no right to say whether that person's going to hell or not. At all. You have no idea what a person's going through. Only God knows our hearts and minds. And he forgives. God isn't that. God is merciful. People make a huge mistake in thinking that they can dictate where people go after life. Can't censor toast. No, you can't. I really love these scoop necks. I think they're really flattering. You know, deep set eyes, far apart. Who has eyes like that? I always thought my eyes were a little more close together than far apart, unfortunately. I always thought my eyes were just a little too close together, actually. See? Like, I don't know. I've got a thin nose bridge. Got a really thin nose bridge. See that? I think. Maybe that's just some body dysmorphia or something, but I always thought the bridge of my nose was too thin. Too narrow. When I was like 10 years old, I thought my neck was too thick. I thought I looked like Frodo Baggins. But not anymore. It's like my neck grew into my head or something. Seriously. I have some photos of myself where my neck looks thick like that as a kid. Somewhere. Oh dear. I love this stuff. I love the design. It's like really nice quality too. It's almost gone. Don't want to waste it. Welcome to my channel, guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, 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 my friends. Welcome to my home. Why so serious? Why so serious? Okay. Oh yes. Use my lovely, 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 lovely contour palette. Oh. I think I forgot to apply some face cream. One sec. This is good stuff right here. Ooh, propolis. Gets dusty. Don't want that. Okay. Don't need much. Wipe off some. Oh, thank you. Oh boy. I gotta go use the restroom real quick. I'll be right back.
Baby. Sausage. Do you want to look at my baby? Why? Do this? You see him? Yes. Yes. Look at that. Cute. Use the restrooms. Baby, you knew I was coming back. You knew I was coming back. What is your baby? Look at him. He's a little deer in the meadows. Hi. dears. Yes. Snickerdoodles. Snickerdoodles. What a precious. Why you such a baby? Yes. You're so precious. You're so good. You're good. And you're big. And you're brave. And you're smart. Don't listen to those bullies because you're just jealous. You're jealous because you're bigger than them and smarter.
Look at that angel. Oh my. Oh my. That pointer. No, I'm not here illegally, so no. Well, he's not here illegally, so there's a difference between being. There's nothing wrong with immigrants. No one said that all immigrants should be deported. It's just people say, no, we're saying don't come into our country illegally. Just about every other place on the planet has that rule. Let's stop twisting it. Let's stop gaslighting people. Let's stop twisting people's words. That's disgusting. There's nothing hateful. And in fact, you know what? I mean, there's been a lot of crime, like when Biden was in power, letting everybody come into our country illegally, and no one gave a flying crack. No one gave a flying butt crack. No one gave a flying crack about people being gang-ard. It's disgusting. Oh, Maryland man. My ass. It doesn't matter. It's a crime to come into a country illegally. People should be documented. It keeps people safe. It's common sense. You want a bunch of undocumented people just coming in to our country, like gung-ho. Who cares? Who cares who they are? Or, everybody's good. Kumbaya. No, some people have very nefarious intentions. And the whole reason why the left-wing party wants that is because they want to increase their voter base. They don't care about the average American. They want to increase their voter base. They know that all the illegal immigrants will vote for them so that they can stay here and basically mooch. And not all of them commit crimes. I'm not saying that, but it allows for a lot of people to, dump their criminals onto us. Common frickin' sense. Ever heard of it? Ugh, it's enough to give someone an aneurysm. Kidding. You guys aren't making me lose. The only thing making me lose sleep is my baseline personality of not letting my mind not shutting up. I've always had an issue with sleeping. Even when I was a kid, I had insomnia. No, you guys aren't living rent-free in my head. Make no mistake about that. Just kind of appalling how people just choose to be ignorant. It's by choice. People can't admit they're wrong. And that's why they know damn well what they're doing. I mean, come on, they refuse to use, you know, the word illegal. It's like nobody's illegal in stolen land. Okay, Billy. Okay, Billie Eilish. Yeah, why don't you give up your mansion then, since it's on stolen land? Yeah, just the sheepish expression she had when everyone is clapping and cheering for her, you know, and then like a little Sabrina Carpenter smirk was just so cringe, man. I mean, come on. The only artists I've heard that I really respect now are Nicki Minaj. I really respect her, and Doja Cat. I mean, Doja Cat's smart because she didn't say like which side she's on or anything. She just basically told all the celebrities who are going out preaching to everyone to shut up. I liked Doja Cat then, and I like her even more now. Same with Nicki Minaj. I mean, she lost so many followers after that. But you know what? I'd rather have integrity than be followed by a bunch of fake people. Yeah, they don't matter to me. People want to unsubscribe because they don't agree with me. Fine. People want to go making up stories about me. Fine. I'm not the only one who's dealing with that, with all the lies. You know, I'm not the only one who's dealing with slander. And a lot of people can relate to me here. Just stick it up to them. It just shows how out of touch people are, you know, like people in that industry. I know. It's okay, guys. I was never a man, you dipshit. Are you jealous because I have a stronger jawline than you? And this isn't an Adam's apple. That's, or, you know, women have them too, so maybe it is. But I got a skinny ass neck. And obviously, I'm not a guy. Like, fuck him. You know, I shouldn't be feeding the trolls because it's a futile attempt to try to educate them. It's a fool's errand. No, actually, I want a different lipstick. Actually, yeah, I'm feeling like red lipstick today. This lipstick here makes your teeth look whiter because it's cool toned. Let's see here. Where is my? Ooh, where is my little lip liner for that? Don't. Okay, okay. Find anything. Here we go. overdrawn. Huh. And that one wants to be in a clock rail, huh? Huh. You know what? One sec. I'm gonna start the freaking thing over because I don't know. One sec. Actually, just that side. Just that side. Yo, yo, yo. Hi. Hey, Joseph. That's not all I do on this channel, you jerk. That's not all I do. I'm doing what I love to do while I chat with you guys about recovery, addiction, even politics. And hey, want to see some of my artwork? Because we also do that. You know, we also make art. You know, I've got nothing to prove to these assholes. I got nothing to prove. They're sexists, obviously. But let's show you the one I'm working on right now. Oh yeah, there's Vince McMahon. Okay. And here's the next one I'm working on. We work on art. We play video games. We read the Bible and talk about the Bible. We talk about politics. We rant and we rave, and we have a good time. We joke around, all kinds of crap. So don't tell me anything. Don't tell me what my channel's about. Don't you be telling me that, oh yeah, why do women put makeup on your channel? You're just trying to get attention. Dumbass. Here's Prince. Working on those studs now. But here's Prince so far. You see, bet you don't have any talent like that. What, are you going to be all jealous now? Because I'm more attractive and more talented than you? And you can't get a woman like me, probably? I don't mean to sound super arrogant, but what a dick. I know it pisses them off when when I show that I am my own person and I'm confident and I know my worth. A lot of men hate it when women know their worth. Because a lot of men like to inform women of their worth and tell them that you couldn't possibly have I'm your last hope. You're just going to die alone unless you go out with me. Narcissists. And I think makeup is awesome. Makeup has a history behind it. There are lots of makeup channels that I love watching. I find them relaxing. I find them helpful for tips and tricks on how to apply makeup. What's wrong with it, Mr. You're probably just a woman hater is all you are. If you're going to criticize something like that just because women like to do it. Disgusting. Thanks, Fix. Yes, I forget to ask people to subscribe to my channel. Yes, please subscribe to my channel, guys. It's very much appreciated. Oh, and if anyone would like to commission me, let me share that information. I forgot to pin that too. Just my Instagrams where I share all my artwork. I haven't posted my Vince McMahon painting there yet. Again, I need to do that. Um, but for the most part, this channel was always about helping people change their bad habits and encouraging people to recover from addiction. And also, I just applied for a bunch of jobs and I have an interview coming up. An interview at a outpatient clinic where I might be like a receptionist there, and then I can move on up to become a counselor, hopefully. So don't fucking judge me. You don't know me. Sexist prick. Brain rot. Oh, yeah. And every now and then I cook. I need to get some groceries. We don't have anything to cook with right now. Really. Except for that cream of wheat. And maybe some applesauce. It's like everything. We have some meat in the fridge, but there's nothing to go with it. There's really nothing. I guess we have onions. I need more of the colors than that, though. More colors in the diet. Let's see. I'll share this information with you guys. It's also in my channel's description if anyone would like to help out. Well, thank you, Joseph. Take us to the grocery store. Maybe I will. Maybe I will. Okay, let's see. But not today. It's getting a little... I want to make sure I get some sleep. I have not gotten much. Honestly, I was feeling almost sick this morning from lack of sleep. Oh yeah, let's see. Hey Heather, how's it going? Good to see you. It's good to see all of y'all's. And then my Instagram where I put all my artwork and stuff. Oops. It's Anna.Katrina.art. And oh yeah, my Discord is you can talk business if you wish. It is hold underscore wing underscore 13473. Pin message. Cool. Oh, it's okay. He didn't upset me that much. It's just, it's just you can tell he's an obvious sexist, so let's just ignore him. He thinks that the only reason a woman could possibly be online doing her makeup and talking to her subscribers and viewers is because, oh, she's just a vain, superficial, and this is all she ever does on her channel, even though they've never seen anything else in from my channel. It's just disgusting, really. It's like, what's wrong with makeup? What's wrong with makeup? Oh, because it's a typically women thing to do, female thing to do typically, but guys put on makeup too. Guys can put on makeup. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, Prince looks great in makeup. You see that pink blush he was wearing? It was beautiful on him. Oops. And yeah, and I don't have to be that good at it. I'm just a plant. I'm really not that smooth about, you know, and efficient when putting on my lip liner, but that's because I don't do it too often. It's one of the things where like the more you practice, the better you get, and it's just like it's just like droop, 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 droop. Some guys just think we're here to as a show and tell for them. No, I'm sorry, I couldn't care less about you. If you want that, go to OnlyFans. That sounds more like your cup of tea. Sexist. You want to treat women like we're objects for your pleasure, for your satisfaction. Go somewhere else. Don't come to my channel. Get the hell out of here. Yeah, and I did block him. So there. Time to forget about him, okay? How about I just forget about that guy? Because, yeah, he did piss me off a little bit. You're right. Because I work really hard at my content. I share a variety of things. And for someone to decimate me like that is just gross, you know? I spend more time outside than those guys do, and they're telling me to touch grass because I just happen to be here right now in this very moment. It's weird, isn't it? Anyway, enough is enough. Shut up, Anna. Shut up. Telling myself to shut up. Trolls will be trolls. Haters will be haters. Haters gonna hate. I really like this makeup artist on YouTube. Her name is I think it's Erin Miller. And she teaches you a lot of history about makeup, and she concocts makeup from supposedly ancient Egypt and ancient Mesopotamia, like their whatever recipe they use to create eye makeup and lipsticks and such. It's really cool and interesting to me and to a lot of us who enjoy makeup. I'm not going to apologize for doing what I like to do on my own live stream while I talk to my wonderful, kind subscribers and viewers. Mm. This thing makes your eyes feel nice and cool. Refreshing. Okay, dokie. Let's see. Put that back up there. What's up? Huh? Oh, thank you, Chris Stipple. I've never heard anyone tell me my hair was like copper colored. Thank you. This relaxes me. It makes me feel like it makes me feel more refreshed. Like, it wakes me up a little bit, you know? Sure, a lot of us girlies can relate. Not, and also, I'm not saying that guys can't wear makeup either. Don't want to fall too behind now. It's my hair is not red. Might have some red tones to it, but it's brown. It's brown. It's kind of like a cross between chestnut and copper, maybe. Hey, I'm doing good. How are you doing? Doing swell and dandy. Oops. I'm a little messy right now. And it's probably just because I haven't gotten really good sleep, you know. I mean, I don't want to make it, well, it's not like I'm doing anything wrong. But yeah, I need to get better sleep, y'all. I could not sleep last night, and I'm not gonna fall asleep now because I want to fix my circadian rhythm. I want to fix my schedule. Just wondering, do you guys have any suggestions as to like anything other than melatonin? I might just try taking NyQuil for a few. NyQuil might actually help. I haven't taken NyQuil in ages too, so it probably hit me a lot harder than some. Sleep, getting plenty of sleep is so important for your mental state. We all deserve to get good sleep. It can really mess with your mind and your mental state, you know, your mental health. Willie's Remedy. Cycloxine or Benadryl. Okay. Well, I'll figure it out. Thanks for the recommendations, guys. L-theanine. Yeah, I got these mushroom gummies. I'm sure there's L-theanine in here too. Oh, you know, actually, I have some magnesium that's got some L-theanine in it. I take that right before dinner because they say you're supposed to like take it 20 minutes before a meal. Preferably, at least. You don't really have to. Da, 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 da. Thank you, young blood. Sativa weed is the one that makes you sleepy. Well, I heard it was indica that makes you sleepy. Sativa gives you energy. No, it's the indica that makes you sleepy, from what I've always heard. But yeah, I'm taking a break from that stuff. I'm trying to improve my REM sleep. Trying to make it so I dream more, that I'm more motivated. And I don't feel groggy in the morning. Wouldn't that be nice? And also, I want to be able to save my money. You know, I can only imagine how much money I would have saved if I didn't become addicted to all kinds of different drugs. And you know, I mean, weed isn't much of, and it's not a hard drug by any means. I'm not saying it's like, it's not bad. I mean, it helps some people, but for me, I think it just does more damage than good. We think we all have our own personal experiences with how we handle things and how they affect our lives. And I've been doing it off and on, mostly on, since I was 20. I think I'm getting too old for that now. I feel like I'm getting too old for that. I need, you know, I feel better when I have energy and focus and motivation. I want to read more. I want to get better sleep. I want to accomplish more. I want to be able to afford my own place, you know, etc., etc., etc. There are many reasons for me to quit. And also, it destroys my speech coordination when I'm like out with people, you know, hanging out with people. And I'm just, you know, I can't even talk when I do it most of the time. It's terrible. It's terrible how it affects me at times, especially when I'm anxious. When I'm really anxious, it messes me up. It makes me feel like I'm about to actually have an aneurysm or something. When I, you know, no fun. Yeah, and I thought about that too. Like, it's fine as long as you don't take it before work, before doing all the protective stuff in your day. Absolutely. But I've been kind of addicted to it. Like, if I have it, it's like chocolate on my table or something, right? It's hard for me to just be disciplined and wait until the right time, especially when I'm anxious for something. Like, if I'm anxious to go into work, I might actually do it before I leave the house and go to work because I'm so anxious. And it's like, it's a compulsion at this point. And I want to get rid of that compulsion so I can be more mindful about how I use it if I ever do again. But yeah, I mean, we need to do what's right for ourselves. You know, don't be a sheep. Don't just do what you think other people want, you know. Don't do what other people say you should do. You can take advice and listen and, you know, and take it for what it is and what it's worth, and respect it, or, you know, if it's good, you can adopt it. But but you got to listen to yourself for the most part and know that, like, I know that the weed isn't affecting me, I mean, in a positive way for the most part. There are good pros and cons for sure, but it's not, it's actually kind of messing up my sleeping patterns too. I need to take a break from it. That doesn't mean I hate or judge people who smoke weed. Let's not get it twisted again. Medicine, yes, but you have to respect medicine and not abuse it. Well, yeah, but it's kind of different with weed, man. I mean, I'm a pothead. I don't want to be a pothead anymore. All right? Easier said than done. Sometimes the best thing you can do is take a break from it. And also, I smoke so much of it that I don't even feel a pleasant high anymore. I just feel stony baloney, brain fog, and uncoordinated. I mean, depending on the strain, sometimes it gives me a nice introspective high where the music's enjoyable and all that. But for the most part, no, it's not like that with me anymore. I make my own decisions. It's called being my own person and knowing my limits. A little bit more pink right on this side. And you are going to date with them? No. I don't mean to say it like that, but like, no, I'm not. I dress for my own satisfaction. I dress how I want to dress. I don't dress for nobody. Kidding, I don't use double negatives. I don't dress for anybody. But you know what I mean. People always expecting me to be perfect. I'm kind of just sort of rebelling against that in a way. People always expecting me to be down to perfect. Sorry, I'm not the fairy godmother. Anyway, done with that. I think. Except for my Celine spray because my nose is so dry, man. Oh, it's over there. One sec. You're an angel, Shando. One moment. Gosh. What is that out there? Whoops. I'll open this window. It is hot in here. Okay. Okie dokie. Only nature is perfect. Well, it's a combination between order and chaos. It's yin and yang. Meaning it is perfect, just like God made it. Yeah, work every day at 6 a.m. You'll feel tired. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, though. I couldn't sleep until like 5:30 a.m. You know? Let's see. 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. 5:30 a.m. was around the time I started to fall asleep, so probably more like 6 a.m. Yeah. If you do what you enjoy, it's not work. Well, yes, but I also like to enjoy my work, It doesn't have to feel like work as in tedious work, but you can feel very accomplished. And I feel quite accomplished when I get up and do what I say I'm gonna do, you know? When I work on my painting, because that's what I'm supposed to do. I know it. I feel very guilty when I don't paint. Ooh, this will be cute with this. Ooh. Ooh, I gotta comb my hair a little. What's my addiction? What was my addiction? I was a heroin addict. I was a heroin addict for 6 years, and I've been clean for almost 3. I'll be 3 years clean come February 28th. So just one day over a week. I'll be clean for 3 whole years. I know it doesn't seem like much to some of you, but for an addict, it's a long time and it makes a huge difference. I don't even crave that stuff anymore. And if no one believes me, I don't care, because I know the truth. It's like, you're not believing me that I don't crave that stuff anymore. It does not change the facts. I did crave a cigarette the other day, though. I'm not gonna lie. I did. I was thinking about cigarettes. Oh, sheesh. I gotta put this up to the charger, guys. One moment. Oh, this thing's pretty charged up here. Good to have these two of these. I've got lipstick on my teeth. Oh, I hate the feeling of that on my teeth. Gotta give me the chills. It's like nails on a chalkboard. I quit smoking for 88 months while I was in prison. Yeah, I've heard of people quitting certain drugs when they were in prison because they couldn't gain access to them. But they also didn't really have access to anything to help them through it, too. They had to go cold turkey. And I knew someone who went cold turkey in prison. He bashed his head again and again and again against the stone wall until it bled, because he had to feel some localized sense of pain. That's how bad it is. That's how bad it is. Some people handle it better than others. Depends on how long you've been using. But yeah, it ain't no picnic. Thank you, Jack. You too. Hair's still not like long enough to not do anything with it.
You hear some ducks? Sando loves ducks. Well, did you tell Kunjut? Look at him. He hears birds and ducks out there. Snickerdoodles. tassels and jowls. It looks like a baby cow. Shando, what do you hear out there, baby? What you doing, honey? What you hearing? I love you. Sorry, Tari, I know you're camera shy and you think I'm being ridiculous right now, don't you? He looks at me like I am just like, he looks at me like, oh, this fool here. The way my grandpa used to look at me when he'd judge me. Kidding. I don't even remember that. I was 12 when my grandpa passed away, and I never met my other grandpa because he was a bad person. Oops. I sure do miss my grandma Gibson, though. Do my hair. Oh. Sorry, I get behind in the comments because I forget to scroll down and then it's like gets stuck up there. My bad. Of course. Of course. Yeah. Yeah, vape's not the same as cigarettes. That's right. I mean, when I was smoking like a pack of cigarettes a day, my lungs were starting to suffer from it. Like, my lungs hurt. So this is, I mean, it's a substitute, I know. It's kind of damage control. It's not as, I don't think it's as bad as cigarettes. Even though there's not as much research, my lungs do feel better. Oops, maybe. Get out of my way, hairs. I hope this is easy this time. Could not put it in my hair put my hair up yesterday. I found it really tugging. You ask, how's it gonna be different this time? I don't know. Sometimes you just have a bad hair day. Sometimes most of the time it's okay, but yeah, there we go. It's because some hairs are a little too long and some are too short. Just can't wait till my hair is nice and even. Ah, man, that don't look good. Why is it being all weird? There we go.
Nah, weird. Let's see here. It's like put this down like so. It's even Steven. I need to cut some of my bangs actually. Just trying to be comfortable. No. I used to have hair like that. Like, you mean long and, or not long, but you mean uneven, kind of like hard to manage because it's short hairs and long hairs everywhere, and some just don't want to be in the ponytail, I guess. Like, sheesh. Let's try to make that more on top of the head then, like so. Maybe that'll help. Also, guys, I want to thank you for coming to my channel. If you haven't already, please subscribe. It's very much appreciated and helpful. Maybe I should be ready for the day before I start streaming if this is, bothering some people. I don't care if I'm bothering the trolls, but I don't know. I don't want to bore anyone. I'm not here to amuse a bunch of dudes, though. Here to talk about recovery from addiction, art, even makeup, video games, just everything I like to do, This is my channel. It's those ones that I like to pull. There we go. Yeah, I know that's gonna pull. Sheesh. This is good arm exercise, I must say. It's funny how, like, some guys constantly tell you to smile, like you're doing it for them. And then once you start smiling, they think you're actually trying to seduce them. Isn't that crazy? Weird. Like, seriously, I'm not your Barbie doll. Yeah. Sheesh, man, that wasn't easy, but I think I got it. Oh, I'm exhausted after that. Wow. Look at, it's close. I got strong arms. Mm-hmm. Oh, Chris, I didn't even see. I'm sorry. I've been so like kind of immersed in trying to fix my hair right here without it hurting my head that I missed some of y'all. So my apologies. I didn't see anything from you that was bothersome. Got a permit for those guns? Mm-hmm. 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 Look how much bigger the left one is than the right, though. Like, ooh, 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 ooh. Twisted a muscle in my forearm. Oh, yeah. Okay, I gotta use the restroom. Someone just got out of there. One sec. Oh, man. Oh, I knew it. I heard someone come down the hall. Now they're gonna use the restroom. Tell you what, I hope they're not taking a bath right now. Oh, God damn it. Yeah, you're a bit of a weirdo. Why do I vape? Because I was a pack-a-day smoker. And because, yeah, I have habits. I have some unhealthy habits. But it's, not as bad as it used to be. It's damage control at this point. I've got a lot of anxiety too. Like, no. I gotta fix that actually. It's always that one pesky hair, man. That one, it just feels like it's one little strand that wants to be a bitch. One sec. This is annoying as hell. OGLAMOROUS. Oh, oops. Hey, I think I fixed it. Sometimes it just takes like 15,000 tries. Okay, one sec. Oh, God. baby. How's it going, sweetheart? Oh, my back. Oh, wait. It's feeling better. I have an idea though. Maybe if I add some of this stuff, it'll help. A little bit of that good old hair oil. Just kind of scratch that in there and hope for the best, expect the worst. Yeah, let's do that first. Actually, I can't wait till my hair grows out a little more so that I can style it and it's not awkward. It's not in my face in an awkward way too. I'll just have it like this probably. Yeah, it smells so good. Anyway, well, good luck, everybody. Hope you stay sober and don't be like me. And I'll blast at it all the time. Oh, you're good, man. You're always welcome to my channel. You seem like a decent person, from what I've read so far. I mean, I don't mind a little bit of trolling. It's just, if people are trying to tell people like, hey, like, oh, she's just trying to get attention, or like, oh, you go out and use H everybody, and promoting, spreading misinformation and lies, and if people are being, racist or anything like that, then you're not welcome on my channel. But, everyone else, it's like, let's try to tolerate a little bit of trolling, Okay, I think that's enough. Got a headache now. I just let my hair be, I guess. If I put a little bit of hairspray, it might help. This stuff is nice. It gives me bedroom hair. Flexible texturizing hairspray. My neighbor gave this to me, actually. Smells good. Don't want to overdo it. See what I can do to make my hair look okay, but not. It's a very awkward length, that hair of mine. Just don't like that length. Stop, please. Maybe I do want the 80s style look. I didn't think about that. I do prefer the 90s usually, but yeah, I don't know. Nothing wrong with that. hair's just a very awkward length. I'm trying to style it the best way I can, you know? I don't know. It's uncomfortable when it's this length. And it's a weird, silky, like, texture, you know? I've got wispy hair usually, I think. Except I have been taking much better care of my hair than I usually... At least I wasn't one of those girls who was constantly, like, crimping their hair. What? Not crimp. What's the word for it? What the scene girls were constantly doing, like brushing their hair up. My sister used to do that. And bleaching their hair and those extensions that pulled, and really bad for your hair. I never did that stuff, fortunately. Let's see how that looks in the back. Anyhow, I think we should read some Bible verses, guys. What do you think? Anyone want to choose a Bible verse? We can start. Who wants to be the first to choose? Yeah, that's fine for now. Actually, gonna let my hair be free. Prevent the pull-ins. Try Gospel of Judas. Nope. Okay, thank you. Second book of Timothy, chapter 1, verse 7. Thank you. Thank you very much, Top Shelf. Oh, wait, wrong one. It's right over there. One sec. Sure love you, Shando. Don't worry, when we're done with this, you and I will go out and do something. Okay, second book of Timothy, one of the last books. Yep. Yeah, we'll do those ones too. Chapter 2, verse 12. If we endure, we shall also reign with him. If we deny him, he also will deny us. Wonderful. Beautiful. That's a really good one. If we endure, we shall also reign with him. If we deny him, he will deny us. He also will deny us. Okay, Ephesians chapter 6, verse 12. Excellent. Excellent. One 74. Okay. Chapter 6, verse 12. Well, I already have 11 highlighted, so I'll do 11 and 12. Put on the whole armor of God, that you may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. For we are not contending against flesh and blood, but against the principalities, against the powers, against the world rulers of this present darkness, against the spiritual hosts of wickedness in the heavenly places. Excellent. Galatians chapter 5, verses 22 to 23. All right, here we go. 22 to 23. All right, we have that one highlighted actually. But the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, self-control. Against such there is no law. Thanks, guys. Okay, read Timothy 2, chapter 1, verse 7. Wait, didn't we read that one already? Chapter 2, well, we'll do it again, just in case. Second book of Timothy, chapter 1, verse 7. Wait. Yeah. Right there. Oh, yeah. I did highlight this one. For God did not give us a spirit of timidity, but a spirit of power and love and self-control. Beautiful. Yes, I am a born-again Christian. Read about Melchizedek in Genesis 14. Psalms, okay, in Genesis 14. Okay. Psalms, I wasn't going to read entire chapters this time, guys. I didn't get enough sleep to focus on something like that right now. Let's see. Psalms chapter 10, Hebrews 7. Okay. Well, I'll take a screenshot of that. That's too much right now. But yeah, Matthew chapter 7, verse 6. Cool. Do not give dogs what is holy, and do not throw your pearls before swine, lest they trample them underfoot and turn to attack you. Yeah, that's one. That's absolutely true. And that's kind of what I have a problem doing with these trolls sometimes. Casting my pearls before swine. F them. They don't matter. Okay. Chapter 2. Chapter 2 of Timothy. Yep, we did that one. Matthew chapter 6, verse 13. Okay. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Yes. Amen. That is the last part of the Lord's Prayer. Okay. Micah. be 906. 906. Okay. Chapter 6, verse 8. Ooh, I have that highlighted. He has showed you, O man, what is good. And what does the Lord require of you but to do justice and to love kindness and to walk humbly with your God? Beautiful. Galatians chapter 4, verse 26. Oops. Galatians 70. Chapter 4, verse 26. But the Jerusalem above is free, and she is our mother. Yep, that was it. Yeah, that was a good one. Proverbs chapter 3, verse 5. Wait, Galatians, okay. Did we already do that? I don't think we did. Galatians chapter 6, verse 9. We're already on Galatians, so we'll do that. Chapter 6, verse 9, and we'll do the next one. And let us not grow weary in well-doing, for in due season we shall reap, if we do not lose heart. Oh, I love that one. Sometimes it feels like you try so hard for so long. Sometimes things just seem to never bear fruit, so to speak, but just have to keep doing what's right. And let us not grow weary in well-doing, for in due season we shall reap, if we do not lose heart. If we do not lose heart. Okay, how about Proverbs chapter 3, verse 5? Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and do not rely on your own insight. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he will make straight your paths. Absolutely. But that was 5 and 6, though. Whoopsie. Psalm chapter 37, verses 3 to 5. Right next to Proverbs. 37. Okay. Trust in the Lord and do good, so you will dwell in the land and enjoy security. Take delight in the Lord, and he will give you the desires of your heart. Commit your way to the Lord. Trust in him, and he will act. Ephesians chapter 5, verses 22 to 33. Here we go. Chapter 5, 22 to 23. Okay. Oh no, 33, I mean. Wives, be subject to your husbands as to the Lord. For the husband is the head of the wife, as Christ is the head of the church, his body, and is himself its Savior. As the church is subject to Christ, so let wives also be subject in everything to their husbands. Well, not if they're beating us to death. And I mean, people just had different views back then. You'll find some, like, in the Bible, things that don't apply necessarily to today's standards, and you can interpret it any way you will, but people were allowed to have multiple wives. They were allowed to have slaves and servants, I mean, it doesn't mean it's, in the literal sense that that they're saying it's that slavery is right, I think it meant a different thing back then than it does now. But they also teach men here to respect their wives. They do. Husbands, love you. And yes, here we go. And I know up to 33, okay? Husbands, love your wives as Christ loved the church and gave himself up for her, that he might sanctify her, having cleansed her by the washing of water with the word, that he might present the church to himself in splendor, without spot or wrinkle or any such thing, that she might be holy and without blemish. Even so, husbands should love their wives as their own bodies. He who loves his wife loves himself. For no man ever hates his own flesh, but nourishes and cherishes it as Christ does the church. Because we are members of his body. For this reason, a man shall leave his father and mother and be joined to his wife, and the two shall become one. This is a great mystery, and I mean in reference to Christ and the church. However, let each one of you love his wife as himself, and let the wife see that she respects her husband. So they're saying respect each other, basically. They're not treating women like objects, like some people will try to interpret that, I think there are lots of parables in the Bible, It's impossible for us to interpret things exactly as they're meant to be, and as they're meant, to be interpreted. Well, thank you, Brendan. Well, yeah, but slavery wasn't the same thing as, like, what we did to African Americans back in the day. It wasn't the same type of slavery. Look up like just throughout history how the ancient Greeks You know, it's hard to explain, but it was different. It wasn't the same type of slavery, if you know what I mean. The different times, and you know, it wasn't like they weren't treated so much like cattle, you know. That's something worth researching, cuz people like to get that all twisted. I'm not saying it's right in today's day and age, but it was not the same as what the type of slavery that you're thinking about. Isaiah chapter 40 verse 31. Okay. But they who wait for the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings like eagles. They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not faint. It doesn't apply to marriages that are not ordained by God. Two people must love the Lord and serve the Lord as one. Right. Both partners should be united as one in Christ also. That's true. I love those scriptures because it covers both wives stepping up and husbands. Yes, that's pretty much what I was trying to express here. If everyone lived as the scripture says, divorce rates would collapse. Perhaps people should respect each other and not use each other for worldly gain, you know? People use each other too much. That's bad. My name is Diary of a Recovering Addict. Yeah. Um, well, I don't know, because I created this channel, like, and I changed the name around the time when I was new in my recovery, probably, and also because we are still recovering. We have to keep working on it. You know, I try to strengthen my mind every day. It's not like I crave it anymore or anything, but I'm not going to let my guard down. You never know what you're going to run into, or what's going to happen in your life, and how your mental state is going to, I know how you're going to respond to certain tragedies in your life. I don't know how I'm going to feel. Well, I mean, I'm going to feel awful, but I don't know to what extent it's going to affect me when I lose another loved one, for instance. So yeah, I try to strengthen myself every day in that regard. Yeah, servants, exactly. And that's exactly what I was thinking, fried pickles. Yeah, they were servants, and they were given rights. They were able to climb up the ladder, so to speak. They were able to, advance within society. It was a different system, but it wasn't the same as what's a lot of people think. Everyone likes to think that, it's like when they think slavery, they think of what America did to black people and vice versa. And and just like all around the world what slavery has been, you know. But but yeah, it's not the same. People need to do their research for sure. Yeah. Thank you, Zibulun Lunbalas. Thank you for subscribing, and good for you. 2 years is a big deal. It is, because it makes a huge difference. You feel way, I mean, you feel way better. It gets better and better. You have a good weekend too. His Vamp PPG. Thank you. Thanks. Didn't want to die an alcoholic's death. Oh gosh, that's awful. Almost did. Well, I'm glad you're here, man. And welcome to my channel. You're always welcome here. First book of Peter, chapter 3, verse 1 says that even if they aren't saved, to live them back to Christ. You mean lead them back to Christ? Do you have one verse for recovering from a broken heart? Actually, if someone could suggest that, I don't know, actually. I'm with an alcoholic. I saved him when he had a seizure. Gosh, man, that must have been hard. Well, good on you, man. That's why I consider, like, you know, even though I don't think I'm gonna go off and use, maybe I should put the Narcan my doctor subscribed to me in my backpack in case I run into something like that in my future. Hopefully not. Romans chapter 7. I don't know if I'm gonna read the whole chapter, but see how short it is. I'm tired, guys. I really am. I haven't gotten good sleep at all. So yeah, chapter 7. Sorry if I'm not as you know, interesting this time. Chapter 7. I'll read the last part of it, verse 25. Thanks be to God through Jesus Christ our Lord. So then I of myself serve the law of God with my mind, and with my flesh I serve the law of sin. You know, that's the thing. I can't read a whole chapter right now. My brain's exhausted from lack of sleep, just so you know. No, I'm not German. I don't think I'm German. I might have some German in me. Last time I checked my DNA results, it said I was part Danish, but like no one else in the families, you know, their test results didn't say they were Danish. A lot of them have a little bit of German. My mom doesn't have any Welsh, but my dad has a ton of it, and I have a lot of Welsh. So I don't know. I gotta look that up again just to make sure. Sometimes they change it as they're like revising it constantly to make it more accurate. I don't understand how that works. I don't know, Brendan, but it was prophesied that Christians would be persecuted in this day and age. Brendan, bad things happen to good people because why would the devil chase what's already his? Good point. Good point, Northside. Good point. So that's why we have to rebuke him and fight for what's true. Even if we get canceled or ostracized or kicked to the curb or whatever, even if our family rejects us, even if our friends leave us because they weren't real friends and real family in the first place, if they're willing to leave us just because, oh, I don't know, I admitted I had Trump derangement syndrome and I'm willing to admit when I'm wrong about something that they're not willing to admit. They keep propagating lies and slander, and I've had enough of it. There's no one on this planet who has endured so much hatred. No one. They call him Hitler, for God's sake. And, he's always been like I said, he is pro gay marriage. He congratulated Elton John enthusiastically on his marriage in 2005 when I was 14. And then you guys make up all these lies about him. Or not you guys, but you know what I mean. The people who just left. Yeah. Yeah, I mean... Yeah. Sometimes I do tell a little white lie to make people happy, sure, but... here's what I think. I think that only God judges people. It's not our right to judge. Mackenzie Davis? I have no idea who that is. Who dat? Let me see. Mackenzie Davis, huh? I got way too many tabs open here. Mackenzie Davis. Huh. It looks familiar. Oh, is she in? She's a little older than me. By like 4 years. I've seen her before. I don't know what she was in. What was she in? She kind of reminds me of, who's that actress from Her Look? Emily Blunt. She looks like Emily Blunt a little bit to me. I love Emily Blunt. She was just the best. She shined the brightest. She was the best actress or actor in The Devil Wears Prada. From every clip I've seen of her, it makes me want to see. I haven't even seen that movie, and I still think she's like the best part of that movie. Because like I've seen lots of clips, and I really want to see it now. And a good friend of mine recommended it to me too a while back. Oh, she was in Blade Runner 2045. And wouldn't it be crazy if things ended up the way they are in Blade Runner 2049 in the next 20 something years? Yeah, I don't know if I've seen. I don't know. I must have saw a movie with her in it because she looks super, super familiar. I did see Blade Runner 2049, but like in the theaters a long time ago. Actually, that thing, that came out in like 2016, didn't it? No, 2017, yeah. Crazy year. I don't know. She looks familiar anyway. Ooh, I love James McAvoy. He was in, what was he in? That one with Keira Knightley? What was it called? Oh gosh, what was it called? Atonement. What a good movie that was. That movie was a work of art, Atonement. That green dress she wore was so iconic. I don't think I could pull off that dress. That dress was so pretty. I do need to take a little break and rest. I do. Okay, well, we'll do that soon. I was thinking about that actually. I'm sorry, I can't tell jokes on the spot. If I tell jokes and stuff like that, it'll come naturally. How about that funny? Or, thank you, Claire. I don't wear red too often enough, actually. I like this shade of red. As long as it's a cool tone of red, Like this lipstick is cool toned. Makes the teeth look a little whiter. Put that down. Yes, judge ye not, lest ye be judged. Let he who is without sin cast the first stone. Yes. And you know what? I shared that Bible passage on Facebook recently and I got chewed out. I got called like hateful, bigot, homophobic. Can you believe that? Disgusting. Disgusting. That's slander. That's not true. I should make red velvet cake for my birthday. I never really cared for that type of cake, but I was gonna make some tres leche cake maybe. That sounds good. That's my favorite cake. And Pioneer Woman makes the best tres leche cake. How do I know my tone? Well, I just look better in cool tones. From comparing and knowing what washes my skin tone and everything out, and other people's feedback as well. You like even my mom's feedback. I think I might be a cool spring. Yeah. Thank you, Forest Monarch. You work here every day with no days off. Take a day off and get some sleep and rest. I should. You're right. Yeah, Tres Leche is my favorite cake. And I can also make a damn good baked rice pudding. But that Tres Leche cake sounds freaking good, actually. I'm gonna make that for my birthday. Have to go to the store, get some ingredients. I do have enough condensed milk for it. Make sure I have everything, though. Those such as maraschino cherries, I'm not sure if I have those. Thank you, Chubs. Yeah, I won't give up. And I won't give up on you guys and my channel and trying to help other people in the recovery. Even if people think I'm just out here trying to get attention or whatever stupid crap they're on about. You know, they don't matter. I like flan. It's pretty good. I like tiramisu, and I like creme brulee, and it's good stuff. I haven't had that in ages. Hi, CB. My drug of choice. Well, I was a heroin addict for 6 years. And then when my best friend passed away, as I was trying to also recover from the age, I became addicted to alcohol for like 3 years. And then anytime I would combine that with the opiates, I OD'd for like the first time, 3 times in a row. And yeah, it was a very, very dangerous time of my life. Very dark. Yeah, I'm weaning down from the subs, Wolfear. Yeah. It'll leach the calcium from your bones, so like I'm really trying to get off that stuff. Well, yeah, I mean, I feel sorry for people named Karen now, because they probably get bullied now because of that, stupid meme or whatever. Well, thanks, Marissa. But yeah, I'm not trying to get attention. I'm not. Well, I mean, not that type of attention. You know what I mean? It's some people just want for you to be subservient with your tail between your legs. They don't want for you to hold any power or own yourself, or yeah, especially if you're happen to have 2 X chromosomes. Did I throw up blood? No, I didn't, actually. No, it doesn't. No, it didn't make me throw up blood. No. It basically, it made me, it makes you like nod off, and then and you like basically pass out and stop breathing. You forget to breathe. No. From 14 years of use. Man, I hope you stay on the right track, Marissa. Welcome to my channel. You're always welcome here. You're killing it, girl. I was an addict for 12 years. But, oops, dang it. You've been clean for almost 8 years. Well, good for you, Sheldon. That's a big deal. Good for you, man. Keep it up. My boyfriend is a repairman, and he found a man overdosed in his apartment, threw up blood everywhere, and died. Seriously? Wow, he must have had some other issue going on too, man, because I've never heard of that. That sounds terrible, man. Sorry about what happens to that guy. Marissa, I'm reaching 3 years too come the 28th. Congratulations. We are surrounded by people who struggle with shopping, eating too much, etc. And those are all addictions too. Absolutely. I mean, again, like I've said, like this channel isn't all about just hard drugs and alcohol and cigarettes. Not just that. It's about addiction in general. It's about changing our habits for the better. Oh, I love shopping too. Don't get it twisted. I love shopping. But I, feel a lot better about myself when I'm able to save my money. I feel guilty if I shop too much, So I've been a lot better with my money lately. Thrift shopping is so much fun. I haven't done that in so long. Yeah, I love looking for treasures. Maybe finding something really valuable that someone dropped off at the thrift store and I can sell it for a better price. Anyway, guys, I think I'm going to end this live stream at 4, okay, and take a little break. Thrifting is kind of like its own high. It's fun. I haven't done it in ages, though. It's been many years since I've gone thrifting. I don't remember even the last time I did it. Because, I haven't even done it since I first became an addict, which was like almost a decade ago. I know, guys. I'm really exhausted, though. I have to get some rest. Ready to party. I need to get some rest, though. Take my dog out, probably. Yeah, I'll take my dog out, but I'm not feeling. I'm not feeling it at the moment. I need to take need to sleep, take a cat nap. God is strong. God is good. I don't have weed. I'm gonna save my money. Thank you, Katie. Oh man, it's so good to have more fellow women on my channel. Because, yeah, I had like 90% dudes before. I don't know. I don't know. I guess there's like a mix of reasons there, but one of them is that statistics have shown that more guys suffer from hard drug addiction and alcoholism. But it doesn't matter. I'm happy to reach out to anyone who's struggling with addiction. It's good to have people on my channel that I can relate a little more to. Thank you, guys. Okay. Maybe read the... Yep. Only one day at a time. Exactly, Alex. And girlies unite. Yep. Yeah, I'll bet we would, Heather. Absolutely. Yeah, it is a miracle that... I mean, I think one of the most common addictions these days is addiction to our phones, right? I'm sorry, Jason. There'll be another one soon as I get enough rest in my brain. I've only gotten like 4 hours of sleep over the course of the past 3 days, maybe even a little more than that. It feels like I've only gotten 4 hours of sleep. It feels like I've gotten no sleep. I am plumb exhausted from no sleep. I didn't fall asleep this time until like 5:30 a.m. or so. So yeah, I need some rest. Thank you, Northside. And thank you for coming to my channel. Don't forget to subscribe, everyone. Oh, those SpongeBob popsicles were so good. I like the coconut popsicles the most. When I was little, I really liked that strawberry shortcake popsicle. You know what I mean? Those are good. You can still find those too. No, Digger Nick, but I'm sure you have. I like my room cool when sleeping, and I keep my feet uncovered. Thank you. Thank you for the gift. Thank you, Northside. Yeah. I don't understand what excuses that I make. Of what? I don't understand. Like, I didn't make any excuse for anything. I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, I mean, the thing is like my bed isn't that comfortable. There are some loose springs in my mattress, and it's hard so that like I can't lay on my side without my arm hurting. Then I try laying on the other side, and then I crush this arm. And yeah, it's like I have to lay on my back, bending my knee, and be comfortable, and also adjust everything in such a way so that Shando's not taking up the whole bed. He has to sleep in the bed with me. He absolutely has to. And I love it when he sleeps in the bed with me, but he has to be in the corner curled up in the nest that I provided. Yep. Yeah, I would, yeah, mattress pad, or, I'll bet those Tempur-Pedic mattresses are so expensive. Yeah, that sounds nice. Albeit it might be hard to get up in the morning if I have to go to work early. Thank you, Shunho. Thanks, guys. Yeah, I'll look into that mattress pad. That would probably be a good idea, because yeah, I'm aching. It wasn't as bad as how it was when I was practically living in that trailer out there. Sleeping on that hard thing. Miserable. Air mattress on top. I'll look into that. Okay, guys. Time for bed. Not bed, but like, you know what I mean? Like, time for at least an hour cat nap, because I don't want to make it so I can't sleep later. I want to have enough energy to like do productive things and paint and work on that commission and all of that jazz. Been doing little preliminary sketches. Mattress topper. Okay. All right. Oh, in fact, I better write that down. I won't remember. Mattress topper. Thanks, guys. Oh, boy. It's time. It is time. Gute Nacht. Hey, guys, if you haven't thought about it or remembered, please subscribe to my channel. It's really helpful. About half of my viewers are subscribed to my channel. And yeah, I really appreciate it. Please have a good day, and I'll see you next time soon, okay? Catch you on the flip side, and if I don't see you again, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Mike. Wow, man. Thank you. That's very much appreciated. Thank you very much. Okay. Thank you. Wow. Sorry, I'm really awkward, but I'm so grateful. Thank you. Yep. For a mattress, I didn't know they were that expensive. I was curious, actually. I was gonna look that up. Thank you very much. Don't take my spot now. I'm watching you. You go gain your own spot. Don't take my spot. Good boy. He was about to go on my spot, and when I talked to him, he went right over to his own spot. He's so cute. Okay, guys, I'll see you later. Thank you so much. They're not that expensive. Okay, I'll go to Amazon, okay? And yeah, that would probably behoove me, because that might make a huge difference in how well I sleep. Because yeah, I it just hurts. Could just be because I'm too damn thin or something, but yeah, my mattress is too hard. I remember Shando jumped up into the bed and I heard one of the springs in the mattress go boing. Don't want to kneel on that part because it hurts your knee like a son of a gun and bash. Okay, thank you guys. Okay, take care. All right, I'll see you again. See you soon. Love you guys. Bye-bye.